This is Beth, B&B Homestead. Hope everyone is doing well. As you can see, my opening is this red lace leaf maple. Ben got me this. I have always wanted one. Burgundy is my favorite color, so I just cannot wait to watch it grow. Then over here, this plant here is the hardy lobelia, if I recall correctly. And last year it was really sad looking, and I cut it back and it came back this year. Then I planted some carnations, and I'm hoping that they'll come back next year. Carnations and all flowers are my favorite, but carnations and roses are, yeah. This little plant here was another one that we planted last year. It came back happy and healthy. I planted a couple more lavenders in here. This was from last year, and I added this one. And then I planted another one right there. And today I cut the creeping phlox back. It was getting really scraggly and a lot of dead in it. Our echinacea is coming back. This is the white one. The yellow calla lily bloomed just 2 days ago. It started blooming. Planted some white creeping phlox here to go between the purple and the pink. Yeah, I think it's purple and pink. Planted up a hanging basket, and we had a really bad freeze, and I had a sweet potato vine in there, but it didn't make it. But these guys bounced back really good. I'm so pleased. More of the white echinacea. Then over here, you hear something in the background. That's the birds and Ben cleaning the grill for dinner. I planted some lupin, I think it's called, and the butterfly flower came back. It's doing gorgeous. You can see the weeds dancing in the background there. Another lupin. This here is the red echinacea from last year. Then I planted 3 bluish purple delphiniums here, delphiniums. Then we have a yellow coreopsis. It's coming back. And then in this little, I'm not sure if you can see them, right there, I planted 3 white calla lilies. And I was scared that they wouldn't come, and they just popped out like 3 days ago. I was out here dancing in the backyard. So happy. Then we have the phlox, and it's smelling very pretty. It needs a drink, I think. And Ben showed you the fountain. I'm going to take a walk up here. Ben's already told you all about the vegetable garden. And I have tomato cages coming tomorrow. I went to 5 different stores to get tomato cages, and they were all out, so I had to order them online. But look at our broccoli. How sad is that? I mean, this happened in just 2 days, and I came out here. Ben told me about it, and I came out here and I looked, and cabbage worms. So I got some spray. See? I don't know if you can see them. And I was out here last night hand picking them. So I bought the dust and the spray, and I think I'm going to come out here and dust it. I'm so sad. And then a friend from work gave Ben 2 dill plants. So I stuck them in there with the cilantro. Now we are going to, you want to say hi, Ben?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Who's coming over for dinner?
Oh yeah. He's going to be barbecuing us some chicken and corn on the cob. I can't wait. Our little green beans are just doing outstanding here. We was just commenting, this one here, he's already got up to that far. Watermelons are doing good. And the peas, I think we're going to put some mulch in here to help with keeping this wet because it's drying out so fast. Okay, let's walk over here. Forgive me for the hose. I was out watering a few things. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the dead branch, that's for sure. I finally got a weeping cherry tree. I'm absolutely thrilled. And we centered it into the yard lengthwise, but I also centered it in the center of our dining room window so I could open the blinds and enjoy it. And Ben talked to you guys about a little project. Well, this was a little project. Not sure if you guys remembered. It was full of weeds and vines, and it was took us probably a day to get all the little white rock that they had in here out, and they used black garbage bags as landscaping fabric, so I had to pull all that out. So I put down landscaping fabric and he helped me get the mulch in here. Sorry about the air conditioner, it's really hot and it's raining. Yeah, it's 74 and it's raining. Daylily is sitting on its buds. The butterfly bush is growing like a weed. It's already sitting some blooms on. Hopefully you can see that. But I have a problem. You guys see that? I have no idea what that is. If you know what that is, please leave me a comment so that I can get what I need to get it treated. Another little Calla Lily coming up there. That's another burgundy one, like the one in the front. Corbels is just showing off, as is the lemon drop daylily. More daylilies. They're setting their buds. Little tree here. Oh my word. That was weird. There's the air conditioner. Another little daylily. They stay, that variety stays small. So, let's walk up here. I'll show you my next project. Oh, there's that rose of Sharon that I planted last year. I was terrified it wasn't going to come back. I watched it, and finally it started leafing out. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. My little hydrangea is sitting on some blooms. My lilac is doing very well. And behind the lilac, that little purple flower plant back there, it's called Joe Pye weed. I absolutely love the color and texture of it. So I just let it plant itself. And then I planted a little ground cover there, and another one right there. And as you see that big old root there, that's coming out. This is the next flower bed that's going to be remodeled. Let's walk up here to the top. More daylily, lots of buds. Zebra grass is looking good. It's not falling over because I didn't smash it this year. This grass is doing much better. I learned a lesson. Cut it all back in the fall, and in the spring you don't have to mess with it. Here is another problem. My roses are darn near dead. I have been treating them for black spot, everything, fertilizing them, and they're so sad. Now this is a new rose. This one's called Love at First Sight. I can't wait to show you guys the blooms on this one. It's gorgeous. My JFK, look at how sad that is. Just sad. I get one stem. I transplanted this sedum from over there at the grasses, by the grasses, and I transplanted it here so it didn't get smashed by the grasses. Look at the poison ivy. It's crazy. More daylilies. And this is the Mr. Lincoln that I planted last year, and look at how sad that is. I just don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys up front and show you what we've been doing up there. So be right back. Wow, it's really raining. This little table here, one of my bosses had broke the legs off of it, so he had it in the leaning up against the dumpster, and I'm like, can I have that? So I brought it home, and Ben made me some legs, and now I have a little potting table. And I have a couple dahlias here that I need to get in the ground. Let's see if I can get a... They're doing really good in these pots. And then I got a couple of the hot pokers from Lowe's that were 50% off. And then I got these flowers from somebody on Etsy, and I just got them potted up today. Okay, sorry about that. We just had a rain cloud come right over our house out of nowhere. Like, weird. Welcome to Ohio. Instead of tomatoes this year, I started some 4 o'clocks, and I bought some marigolds, and they look pretty puny because they got hit by that really cold frost that we had. I had a leftover potato vine, and I got weeds in here. We're going to completely redo this year, and then I have ideas for what I want to do over there. I need to paint my door. Then I planted dianthuses and marigolds in here. I have a spirea bush that I need to get planted once we get the area cleared. I have a elderberry that I am going to plant, and a Tropicana rose that I need to get in the ground. Okay, we're going to walk around here, and I don't know if you can see that very well. Another hanging basket I planted up, and I have one down there. And then I bought these little white urns, and I planted geraniums. They remind me of my grandma. She loved geraniums, and I love the smell of them. I need to get out here and water here in a little bit, but lobelia, marigolds. I need to fertilize too. And then in this one, I planted like this tricolor geranium in here with some marigolds and some lobelia. Then tore out all the sod and put fabric down. This is, I'm not sure what I'm going to plant in here, but I'm sure I'll find something. We got rid of the barrels and got these pots, and I planted them up. Some dianthuses, marigolds, and I can't remember what the second one is, and my little butterfly. Then over here, I planted another one up, same as the other one, a little butterfly. And then this is the project that I just completed last weekend. Don't know if you remember me talking about the wiggler that had wiggled out. Well, I cut it way back. And look at how it bounced back. It's just looking beautiful again. The Calla Lilies, I dug them up that was in here because they were so riddled with weeds that I had to dig them up and clean all the weeds out. That's a new Calla Lily there. It's not doing so hot. I planted a reblooming lilac, 2 little lavenders, some ground cover, and I think this is salvia. Don't quote me on that. Like, I gotta get some tags made for all my flowers. That is my reblooming white irises. And then I planted down here. There's still dirt in the yard from me making a mess. We took up the brick here. We're going to take up all the brick around here, and we're going to put a different edging around here. I planted some sedum, and something ran through here, most likely a deer, and broke some of it off. And then I planted these little flowers. They're perennial, and I can't remember the name. They have a nice little orange flower on them. Got some buds over there. Probably should have cut them back. Then we're gonna walk up here. And nothing really new has happened up here. I lost my coreopsis that I had. There's our daylily. Sedum, corbels, and that plant back there that looks like it's not doing well, a friend of mine gave it to me, and it's a perennial salvia. So it was really tall. It was like tall like that. And I brought it home, dug a hole. A coreopsis used to be there that didn't come back. So I cut it way back. It was in major shock, so I cut it way back and then giving it a good drink and of course fertilizing it and letting it rest. Get its roots all happy, and we'll see what happens. My little Kim lilac. More sedum. All of this, other than that plant over there, is all from last year. Another daylily. This is where the other coreopsis was that didn't make it. And another one over there. I gotta remove the tag. My 9-bark is doing really good. Back there. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the next project. Yes, this is gonna take me a couple weeks to get this all done. But I divided my hibiscus and I planted it back there and it came up, so I'm happy about that. More daylilies. And then my jungle. It's terrible. I don't know if you can tell or not. Well, you can on that one. That rhododendron right there. The deer have butchered it. They did the same with this one. You can't tell as much because of the weeds, but they did the same thing. Like all of that bright leaves is new this year. So this didn't bloom, to say the least. More weeds. This little flower here, it's getting ate up. It was over there in the remodeled bed out here out front. In the remodeled bed. And I took it out and I've got something eating on it. I'm not sure what, but I need to get out here and spray it with something. And then my little hydrangea, my limelight, if I recall correctly. The deer ate on it, but I've got some buds on it, and I got some deer repellent granular, and I sprinkled it all out here, so I'm hoping that that helps. Then dug out a humongous stump right there. There was another one. Well, we used the dirt from the big one to fill in the little one, so I got to get that all filled in. I'm not even going to go around the side of the house. It's horrible. This is so embarrassing as a gardener. But there's only so many hours in the day and so many days in the week. And we both work full time, so it's slow progress, but it is progress. I'm not sure if you can see way down there. Ben put us some lights along the driveway. And we have our flag. It's all wrapped up. I need to get that unwrapped. We have a couple rocking chairs out here on the front, so we can sit out here and enjoy the front yard. It's shaded, the front shaded in the evening, and in the morning the back is shaded. The house shades it because that's the east. And by the way, you see those dead pines? See those dead pines? There is a blight that is attacking pines here in Ohio. So sad. And we need to get somebody in here and trim out some of the dead wood. There's the pear tree. It's very humid. It said 89, but the humidity, it was more like 109. Couldn't breathe, it was so humid. And like I said, we just had a little rain shower come by and rain on Ben's grill, and he put the umbrella up, so we'll be able to eat. So anyways, thank you for watching our video, and thank you for the love that you show us. And we will be seeing you soon with some more updates on what we're doing. Take care, be safe, and love from the B&B Homestead.